Who wouldn't like to try this Honeyglaze braised pork? Delicate, tender, and delicious. Okay, first thing to do is to soak this clay pot in the water for about 15 to 20 minutes. These will allow the moist to penetrate into the clay. If you don't have clay pot, you may use regular braiser, but I think you heard already that there's something in the clay when you cook that it makes the food even more delicious. So next is I have here a pork loin, and this is more than 1 kilogram. So I'll just strip this little gristle first, then cut this in half as it's too long to fit into the pot. Then rub it with salt and pepper. And 1 teaspoon of sugar all over the meat. Okay, 20 minutes have passed. I'm wiping the pot off from the soak. Then put the meat inside. Then pour red wine first. Grab your favorite red wine and pour it over about 180 ml. Then we need 1 deciliter of lingam berries and put it inside. This berry is very good in food. It has a very distinct taste that contributes to the richness of the flavor. Next is pour over the meat 50 ml of honey. We're going to slow cook this into the oven, and the combination of all the flavors as it's slowly braising makes up a very good sauce later. Then last is top it with 3 tablespoons of rosemary. If you have fresh rosemary, much better. Just put about 3 to 4 stalks. Cover it and into the oven for 2.5 hours at 150 degrees Celsius. It's nearly 2.5 hours now, so I'll prepare potatoes to pair it. You can either mash it or just boil it. Okay, 2.5 hours is done, and this is how it looks like. The smell of the rosemary is all over, which is wonderful. You can scrape the rosemary from the meat if you like. The next is pour the sauce into the saucepan, and we reduce it first into thicker consistency. Make sure to keep the meat hot still. The taste of the sauce is so good. The combination of the wine, the saltiness, the sweetness, the berries and the meat flavors mixed together is just so great. Then, in the meantime, finely slice half of a small white onion, or if you have shallots, much better. Then add butter in a pan. Add the onion, and once it's getting soft, add the blanched green beans. This will be our side dish. I'm using salted butter, so I'll just have to add pepper. Then it's done. Potatoes are ready. Add a small amount of butter into it to make it creamy. Then chop some parsley and put it in. Okay, I'm okay with the consistency of the sauce now. As you see, it has been reduced already. If you want to make it even thicker, you can reduce it more. Or if you want to have more sauce in your dish, you can just add little cornstarch slurry to thicken it, but the taste may differ, just a heads up. Then strain the sauce. Then add another deciliter of fresh lingam berries. Next is we slice the meat into smaller pieces. As you see, it's very tender, which I love about braising. Then pour the sauce over. And then serve it hot.